Hey guys, come on downstairs. Welcome back to Minnesota Twins franchise, episode 113. It is year 3, regular season games 17 through 19, and we are finishing up a 7-game road trip with 3 games over the weekend against the Kansas City Royals here in April. JT Chargois has been activated from the 10-day disabled list, and he is back on the active roster, and we sent down Justin Miller, who's been optioned to AAA Rochester. He made a couple of appearances, didn't perform great, but I believe he knew he wasn't going to be up for very long, as Chargois was only on the 10-day DL. Game number 17, Andrew Haney taking the hill for the Kansas City Royals. This is our second series with the Royals this season. We won 2 out of 3 in Minneapolis a little bit earlier in the year. Alex Meyer making his 4th start. He's 0-1, a 4.43 ERA, and he led our team in strikeouts last year and not getting the same results early in the season this year. In the top of the first inning with the runner on second, Eduardo Nunez facing Haney, and Nunez rips it down the third base line. That one stays fair inside the chalk, and Byron Buxton will head to the plate and score. It's an RBI double for Eduardo Nunez, who has been on fire recently. Has like an 11 or 12 game hitting streak. Miguel Sano, with Nunez on third later on in the inning, flies one out to right field. Catch is made by Cole Calhoun. Eduardo Nunez tagging, and he's going to slide in safely for the Twins' second run of the ballgame. In the middle of the first, the Twins 2 runs on 3 hits, and the Royals coming up. Corey Spangenberg leads things off. And a little bit of unfinished business from the first series with the Royals, as we plunk Corey Spangenberg. If you remember, back in that first series, he bunted in the 7th inning to break up a no-hitter. And then the following game, we threw at him and missed and decided to let it go until we played him again. At the end of the first inning, the Twins lead it 2-0. We head to the second. Emilio Bonifacio batting .296. With a runner on third and 1 out, and Bonifacio is going to get it over the head of first baseman Eric Hosmer. And into right field, Calhoun gets it back, but the Twins tack on another run, and it's 3-0 in the middle of the second. Third inning now. Cole Calhoun steps in, batting under 200 on the year. With a runner on third and 1 out, the delivery from Alex Meyer, and he drives it deep into right field. Cole Calhoun gets the Royals on the board with a 2-run home run. It's his second of the year for the former Los Angeles Angel. At the end of the third, it's 3-2. Twins with the lead. We head into the 4th inning now. Christian Colon batting .357 on the season. The bases loaded and 1 out, and Colon into left field. Charging is Danny Santana, and the throw is going to be not in time to get Salvador Perez. A stronger arm out there in left probably would have gunned him down if Eddie Rosario was out there like he usually is, but he has the day off. 5th inning. This is Christopher Halter. Game tied at 3 with a runner on third, and Vargas decides to be undecided and does not make a play at either home plate or first base. Tyler Chatwood has to come in now. 5th appearance. It's 4-3 Royals. Ground ball to the left side. Gets past the shortstop, Eduardo Nunez. Here comes another throw from Danny Santana. This time it's up the first base line, and the Royals score again. JT Chargois coming on for the first time since being activated off the DL before the game. And he is facing Lorenzo Cain, with the Twins trailing 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th, with the runners on second and third and 1 out. The delivery from Chargois, and Cain's going to drive this one into the right center field gap. Byron Buxton is going to cut it off before it gets to the wall. Lorenzo Cain coming around second, heading to third. The throw into third is not in time, and it is a 2 RBI triple for Lorenzo Cain, and the wheels are coming off for Minnesota. Next batter with Cain on third. JT Chargois gives up the dinger to Salvador Perez, who bats for the second time in the inning. It is a 2-run home run, 422 feet. That'll get him on the moonshot tracker. And a 5-run 6th inning propels the Royals to a 12-4 victory. here in Kansas City. The Royals have now won 7 in a row. They started the year 1-8. They are now 8-8. We fall to 9-8. Here in game number 17, the season series is now tied at 2. Alex Meyer gets the loss, giving up 7 hits, 4 runs, and had 5 strikeouts and a walk in 5 innings. The winning pitcher is Andrew Haney. He went 8 innings, gave up 10 hits, 3 runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts for the Royals. Lorenzo Cain, 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Salvador Perez with a home run and 2 RBIs on the day. You see Salvador Perez's 422-foot home run comes in at number 7 on the Moonshot Tracker here at Kauffman Stadium. Number 1 is Devin Mesoraco. His 452-foot home run at Comerica Park stands as the leader. And we head into the second game of the 3-game series with the Royals. Trying to keep our heads above 500 here, Mike Minor takes the hill for the Royals. He's 0-1, a 3.20 ERA. In 19 2/3 innings, he has a 1.22 whip, 21 strikeouts, and only 1 walk. Alex Wood takes the hill for us, making his 4th start. He's 1-1 on the year with a higher than we would like 4.76 ERA. We pick things up in the 3rd inning. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Byron Buxton at the plate. The delivery from Mike Minor, and Buxton drives this one high and deep into the right center field gap. It is going to one-hop the wall. 1 run's going to come in to score. Another one is following, and Buxton is on his horse to 3rd, and he slides in there safely with a triple. I believe his first triple of the season. Eduardo Nunez up now with Buxton on 3rd, and still nobody out. And he's going to ground it up the middle. Plays made by Spangenberg at 2nd. He's going to go to 1st for the out and concede the run, and the Twins go up 3-0 early in the game off of Mike Minor. They had a 3-0 lead in yesterday's game, but could not make it stand up. We'll see if they can do it in this one. Here in game number 2, Danny Espinoza steps in, batting .281 on the season. Facing Alex Wood with a runner on 2nd and 2 outs, and Wood gives up the base hit into left field. Runner is rounding 3rd, heading to the plate. Here is a very weak throw that comes in and is cut off. And it is an RBI, and the Royals are on the board. 3-1 Twins with the lead. Christian Colon now drives this one into right center field. Byron Buxton dives and makes the play. Byron Buxton stretches out and is able to come up with it. If that got past him, 1 run would have scored. And Christian Colon might have had an inside-the-park home run. Great play out in center field by Byron Buxton. We head on to the 6th inning. Kyle Zimmer making his 7th appearance. He's got a 4.05 ERA, and he will face Kenny Vargas here, who's batting .341 on the year. And he has the bases loaded with nobody out, and Vargas is going to line it right back up the middle for a base hit. 1 run comes in to score. Another run is also in to score. And Vargas has 2 RBIs on the base hit up the middle. The Twins win the game 5-1. And they are still 2.5 behind the Cleveland Indians, who have started the year off 12-5. The Tigers are 9-9. They're 3.5 back. The Royals' 7-game winning streak is snapped. Mike Minor, the losing pitcher for the Royals, gave up 5 runs in 5 innings. Alex Wood went 6 innings, gave up a run and had 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. Byron Buxton, 2 for 5, a triple, a pair of RBIs, and that great catch out in center field. Kenny Vargas had a pair of RBIs as well. Eduardo Nunez chipped in an RBI for the Twins. We head to the rubber match of this 3-game series. It's game number 19 of the regular season, our 3rd of Minnesota Twins franchise. Flamethrower Joe Nelson is on the hill for the Royals, and he will face Tyler Duffy for us. Joe Nelson, if you are wondering, if you watch his delivery, it might look quite familiar. I renamed Yordano Ventura because I started this franchise back in 2016, when Yordano Ventura was obviously still on the game. But I didn't want to have to face Yordano Ventura out of respect. I changed the name to Joe Nelson. So Joe Nelson is on the hill for the Royals. And the Twins strike first with a quick run. Eddie Rosario back in the lineup today. Gets the Twins on the board in the 1st inning. It's 1-0 Minnesota. We head to the 4th now. Kenny Vargas. He is batting .364 with a home run and 8 RBIs. He's got a runner in scoring position, and he strikes out swinging and leaves that runner stranded out at 2nd. We head to the 6th inning now with the Twins leading 1-0. Miguel Sano, 1 for 2 on the day. Pretty low batting average for Sano, as his bat has not been going yet on the season. He does get a hold of this one, though. It is high and deep to left field, and that one is into the Royals bullpen. A solo home run, 5th of the year for Miguel Sano, and it is under 400 feet. That fails to reach the moonshot tracker. It gives the Twins another run, and Brent Honeywell will come on now in relief for the Royals. He's got a 4.98 ERA. In the 6th inning, with 1 out and 1 on, Kenny Vargas lifts this one high and deep into center field. Center fielder going back of the track at the wall, and he jumps. He can't make the catch. Kenny Vargas with a shot that just kept carrying. A 2-run home run, 2nd of the year for Kenny Vargas, and the Twins are out to a 4-0 lead in the middle of the 6th. Christopher Halter now steps in for the Royals. Bottom of the 6th inning, bases loaded, nobody out. He's going to bloop this one into left field. That one's going to get down. 1 run comes in to score. Here comes the throw from Rosario, and it is not in time as Cole Calhoun slides in safely. And the Royals get a couple of runs on the board. Trevor May comes in, making his 8th start of the year. He has an ERA over 10. A very bad start to the season for Trevor May. But he gets Espinoza to swing and miss, and with the bases loaded and an 0-2 count, Christian Colon chases one up and in, and the Twins get out of the inning with their lead intact. Luis Valbuena now batting .305. He has scuffled a little bit lately. With a runner on first, here's the delivery, high-hanging curveball, which is absolutely blasted down the right field line, and that one was way up there at the top of the seating section out there in right field, 461 feet, and we have a new number 1 on the moonshot tracker here today. Look where this thing landed. That was like row 40 up there at the top of the lower seating section in right field at Kauffman Stadium. Michael Tonkin comes in for the Twins now. In the bottom of the 7th inning, it's 6-2 Minnesota, with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and Salvador Perez at the plate, and he hits a slow line drive up the first base line. James Loney makes the catch at the end of the 7th. It's still 6-2 Minnesota. We head to the 8th inning. 2 outs, runners on first and second, and I believe that was Spangenberg who lines this one tailing into the right or left center gap. Buxton runs it down. 1 run scores. Another one comes in, and Spangenberg has 2 RBIs. He continues to be a thorn in our side. Brandon Kinsler comes on now for the Twins. Bottom of the 8th inning, 6-4 lead. And Kinsler gets the swinging bunt and gets the hold, and the Twins win 6-4. Kevin Segrist came on in the 9th inning to earn his 6th save. Tyler Duffy gets the win. He went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs. Luis Valbuena with a home run, 2 RBIs. Miguel Sano with a home run. Vargas also hit one out of the park as the power returned in this game for the Twins. The Indians finished this episode at 12-7. The Twins at 11-8. The Tigers at 11-9. 1.5 games behind the Indians. And our moonshot tracker, Luis Valbuena, takes over the top spot with his 461-foot shot down the right field line. Devin Mesoraco falls to number 2. And because of Luis Valbuena's shot, the earlier home run by Kenny Vargas that went over the center field wall drops off the list from 10th to 11th. And that is it for Minnesota Twins franchise. Episode number 113 here on Mama's Basement. With spring training just around the corner in real life, expect Minnesota Twins franchise to pick up. I'm sorry it's been a little bit slower during the off season with maybe 1 episode a week. So hopefully we'll try to bump that up to a couple episodes every week as the baseball season comes around and summer is fast approaching. So that is Minnesota Twins franchise on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.